What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp, and if you want to improve the looks of your desk or gaming setup, I'm going to give you guys 5 easy tips and tricks on how to do that. This is going to be a kind of renovated video of the one that I put out last year around this time, but much more professionally done as I've improved my setup a lot as well. So hope you guys enjoy this. If you want to see more of a series like this, let me know by hitting that thumbs up button down below. The first tip is going to be the most simple and the most obvious: keeping your desk clean. I can't tell you guys how many times going through my room tour project submissions that I just see desks that are cluttered with useless junk and cables and just garbage. Now, regardless of what kind of desk you have, whether it is a white desk, a black desk, a nice wooden desk, dust is still gonna show up. To achieve the best appearance and to make sure that your peripherals are also staying clean, because dust gets in your keyboard a lot, make sure at least once a week you wipe it down. And say you have things like your headphones or a headset on your desk, you don't know what to do with it, well, instead of just lying it down, make sure you pick up a nice headphone stand that can match the theme of your setup. This way those headphones will now have their very own place and it'll also look nice. Just remember that dust and clutter are your enemy when it comes to your setup. You want to go for a nice clean approach at all times. And next kind of goes hand in hand with tip number 2, being make sure you have your cable management skills locked down. There are a ton of great products out there that are going to help you with your cable management, whether you know it or not. I'll put a few in the description down below so you can check those out. But things like simple cable holders that stick to the bottom or the back side of your desk that will make sure your cables are kept under control. Say you have your monitors elevated or mounted on the wall and you don't know how to hide that cable hanging down, well, you can pick up a pack of very inexpensive cable channels. They sell them in all different sizes and colors to match the color of your wall. And now that eyesore of a black cable hanging down will be much less noticeable. I actually use this behind my setup so you can't see the numerous cables and power bricks running from my monitors to my PC. If you want to go for a much lazier approach that'll still get the job done, there are things you can buy like the IKEA Signum that attaches underneath your desk where you can just throw cables up in there. It'll keep it all organized up and off the ground. There's like desk channels and stuff, like little gutters you can put up there, mount underneath your desk, keep that all off the ground. And as always, zip ties and things like that are gonna be your best friend here with eliminating an eyesore of cable mess everywhere. Tip number 3 is very important, and that is pick a theme or an aesthetic. What I'm talking about is, say you love black and red or white and blue. Make sure that the products you buy or your just gear in general is gonna match that color theme to make your setup look 10 times better. Say your PC case and the components inside all have a black and red matching theme. Well, make sure your peripherals also match. Obviously, buying things like RGB or chroma products with your peripherals is gonna help you. That way you can match the lights in those to whatever color you want. It just helps avoiding you have like a rainbow of all different random assorted colors on your setup where everything's just gonna look out of place. And then something like an RGB LED light strip will take your setup to the next level where you can have some backlighting behind your desk or behind your monitors. And that'll definitely help match to whatever color you want. They're like $20, so they're really cheap. I think everyone has one. With my last setup before I moved, I went for a white and black theme, and I make sure to nail that any way I can, whether it's, buying certain white keycaps to match my white desk in my case, making sure a lot of the hardware inside my PC, like the RAM, the cables, and even my graphics card were white as well, so I can all have it matching and looking really nice. With my new setup, I'm going for a much warmer with wooden and earthy tones. I think I pull it off pretty well. Tip number 4, which I think just kind of confused a lot of people last time, was go green. And what I mean by that is, it's never a bad idea to add a plant to your setup. Now, if you're irresponsible, you can always buy a fake plant, which is what I used to do. But if you pick up something like a bonsai tree or some succulents, it'll really improve the look of your setup, I think, while giving it some life. Literally. Plants are really cheap, and if you want to go the succulent route, there are a ton out there if you just look. I bought a few from my local grocery store even. And with things like certain terrariums, you can achieve a really cool look, and I think is a nice addition to any setup. And the last tip is going to be add some personality, and there's nothing wrong with that. Say you have like an anime fetish or something. Have some anime posters hung up on the wall, obviously nicely hung up, all aligned, even some anime figures. I see figures all the time at Room Tour Project. People have like a pop figure collection, or they want to put one on top of their PC. Say you love Star Wars, get some really cool Star Wars wallpapers up, maybe like a Darth Vader pop figure on your desk. I have a Portal figure on my desk as well to kind of match with my whole setup's theme, as well as, I like Portal, so it's cool to have on there on display. And there's things out there like little notification devices, like the Naughty. I use this cool one from the Apollo box where it's, just a little desk figure. It's gonna show me some alerts, notifications from social media. There are just a ton of things out there, and I think adding personality is always a great thing to make your setup your very own and kind of personalized, and there's nothing wrong with that. Alright guys, that'll do it for my top 5 tips and tricks on how to improve your desk or gaming setup. Hope you enjoyed. If you like this and you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp, and don't forget, check the description. I'll have a few products that I mentioned in this episode or in this video listed down there for you so you can check it out. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Well, I'm Random Frank P. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.